Welcome back to Adventures with Vehicles. This is my square body Chevy with a 93 Dodge Cummins motor in it. We are going to be putting 100 horsepower stock injectors. I will leave a link in the description where I got these from and with part number, so if you decide you want to put them in your truck. I'll show you how to make a tool to remove this, just in case you can't rent one at an auto parts store or can't get one fast enough. Alright, some of the items you're going to need to make your own injector pulling tool is some washers, a lug nut that threads on to your injector, and a piece of pipe. I have a piece of leftover roll cage tubing I'm going to be using. And the lug nut, same thread pitch, just threads on the top. Got a welded nut on top. It's going to go through the pipe on top with a washer and make an injector puller. Oh god, I think I'm going through it. Well, you can see I got it welded up there. I'll clean it up with the grinder a little bit. I was having problems with the galvanizing, same problem I was having with the TIG welder, but I just turned the welder up a little bit and just burnt through it. Yeah. Got rid of that old galvanizing on there. We'll toss that guy on the floor since it's hot. See if we can fix this crap job. Not like that chrome. I guess my table is broke. Alright, I got this end welded on, not the prettiest welds. I was trying to weld the galvanized washers, was not liking it. So, welded to the lug nut. This is going to go inside here. There'll be a nut welded on top of here. So in theory, whenever you tighten it up, turn it on, we'll weld a nut on top of here as well, so I can turn it. So in theory, whenever I put this on top of the injector, it should pull it straight out the cylinder head. As you can see, this moves inside here. But when it's all done, put together, there'll be a nut welded up here so I can turn this, and then there'll be a nut all the way at the bottom. I don't know if I'm going to weld it or if I'm just going to let that nut free float in there. So if I need to stack a spacer or something in there to get some more, I don't know. Not sure yet. We'll see how it works first. This is the hillbilly invention, so 93 Cummins motor in it. We are going to show you how to pull the injectors, and I'm going to show before and after of how the truck runs. Right now it smokes so bad at idle it needs the injectors changed, so I'm changing out to 100 horsepower stock injectors. Which, here's the part number, here's the new injector. We'll compare the injectors once we get one of them out. See if there's any different similarities or anything, but I highly doubt you'll be able to see it because most of it's going to be internal. The only thing you might notice would be just the jet size, but we'll see. soaks really bad at idle. Main reason for changing the injector. Alright, things you're going to need is a 10mm wrench, and I am using a 11/16 line wrench. For some reason, one's metric and one is standard. I don't know why, but you want to take all these little banjo bolts and copper crush washers and put them in a box or plastic bag or whatever works for you. And you don't want to drop and lose these little guys, which I probably will end up doing. Your little copper crush washers. You don't want to lose these. This may look like it's coming apart real easy because I went through and loosened them first a little bit. Didn't take them all the way out, but I broke some of them loose. Short people problems. Now I'll take these and put these in a safer place than just letting my way them out here. And your rails have retainers that hold stuff in, which I believe is an 8. Yep, it's an 8. I'm just going to try to loosen these brackets and not try to remove the lines if I don't have to, because the backside of this pump is not fun to get to. Just because this truck's on airbags and the wheel's in the way and all that fun stuff. So if I can get away with just moving them out of the way, I will. But, you know, my luck, I'll probably have to take everything apart. Might have some leeway to get that puller in there on a couple of these guys, but we'll see. And this nut is a 15/16 that holds the injector in place inside the head. Can't wait to do burnouts in this thing, get it all wrapped up. Maybe play some tug of war. I think I like breaking stuff as much as I like driving. Alright, let's see if we can get our hillbilly tool in there. Just want to double check this and make sure I got that nut all the way loose before I go pulling on it. I'd rather double check it than break something. Considering that thread's into the head. And if you're wondering what size lug nut this is, it is a 12X by 125 that I use to make the tool with. M12 at 125. You don't have to use a lug nut, you can use a nut, but I just happen to have a lug nut laying around that was the correct metric thread pitch that I needed. And I had to bend this a little bit straight. It was bent over from where we lifted the engine to sit it in there. It bent them hooks in, so it's not exactly light with the MV4500 on it. All the crunchy noises. And always make sure your copper crush washer is still on the bottom of your injector. Where did I hide it? There it is. Hiding things from myself. Well, this one's soaked as well. As you can see, it's definitely oil. Well, considering these don't use oil pressure to fire, that means that injector was leaking all around there. Say it's oil. It smells more like injector cleaner leaking off of it. So I poured a crap ton of injector cleaner in this thing. The whole time I've been tearing the side of these bags out. They're open on the other end. I guess I just need to be a little bit more patient. At least tonight I'll be able to get this thing running. You guys will be able to hear what it sounds like. Hopefully tomorrow I can wrap up the brakes and a little bit left of wiring, and maybe we can go out in front of the house and do a burnout or something. Alright, I got everything tightened back up. My camera battery died and I didn't notice it. But always be careful when you're snugging these little guys up, these little 10 mils up. I guess now I'm going to crank it over and see how long it takes for it to fire. It shouldn't take too long because I have a fast fuel pump feeding the rotary pump. So, actually it's an air dog. 150 gallon per hour. Well, stay tuned for more videos on the 5.9 Cummins Chevy and the OBS Ford and the Genesis and the Skyline project. And eventually we'll get to the Impala SS project, but that's later on down the road, and the NASCAR Mustang wide body car. So thank you for tuning in. Hopefully I'll get you some videos of me ripping this thing, doing some donuts in the backyard, maybe playing some tug of war with the Skyline. So sorry I'm a little monotone today. My head is completely stuffed up. Thank you for tuning in. Follow us on Facebook.